right, everybody. Welcome back. We are going to try to make this drawing now. Here's going to try to walk you through the way my brain thought about it, but it's not necessarily the best way. I'll just be straight up honest. My brain might not work as well as yours, and it might work better. I don't know. We'll see. It might just work differently than yours. So I'm going to walk you through doing this drawing the way I just talked about it in the overview, and then if you can come up with a better way, I'm super excited about that. I'd love to see how you did it. All right. So we're going to start. I'm going to make a new drawing. I'm looking at my dimensions. It says it's 200 tall, or 200 wide and 152 tall. And so 200 is way bigger. It can't be 200 inches on one piece of paper. So I'm going to use millimeters. All right. So I'm going to do new. And I want to do millimeter setup with layers. So I'm going to go to that one right there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make that outer rectangle. So I'm going to click on my rectangle tool. Make sure I'm in the visible layer. Okay, so I'm going to make my rectangle, start it at 0, 0, and I'm going to make it's 200 wide, tab over to make this 152 tall. Cool. Done. I'm going to zoom in so that it's easier to kind of see everything. All right, so that's the first outer rectangle. Now I want to try to make that second rectangle, right? And so like we talked about, it's the center point of, let's do this. What should we do first? Let's do, let's do that corner of the rectangle first. It's a little trickier, right? So if, let's see, it goes, where does it start? It starts 100, if this is 178 from this corner to here, and the whole thing is 200, that means that if I make a construction line that goes over 200 minus 178 is 22, and then goes up, what is 76 minus 59? 17. So if I go over 22 and up 17, it'll give me the bottom left corner there. So I'm going to do this with construction lines. So I'm going to go over here to construction lines, and I'm going to make a construction line that goes from here. It's going to go over, what did I say? I said it's going to go over 22. And it's going to go up, what did I say? 23? Is that 59? No, 17. 17. Okay. So what I'm trying to find is that corner right there. Now, to make the rectangle, I realize that the rectangle, if the left side of it is 178 over, and the right side is only 58 over, that means that this whole rectangle is 178 minus 58, which is 120 wide, and it is from 59. It's 59 tall, so it's not exactly a rectangle. It's not exactly a square, is it? All right, so it is 120 wide. Let's start by go back to my visible layer, and we're going to start it here. And I'm going to go over. It is 120 wide. Tab, and it is 59. 59, how tall is it? 59 plus 59 is 118. 118 tall. Okay, exit out of that. All right, so I've got some good stuff going here. Now let's try to figure out where the center point of those circles is. So the center point is 134 over from the right side. So if I go back into my construction layer, and I'm going to offset this line 134, set 134, click this. Oh, do I need to explode this? Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to take, actually, let me just do this. I'm going to explode this right here, and maybe explode that right there as well. Okay, enter. So now it thinks of those two rectangles as lines. So now I'm going to offset, again, 134 is my distance. I'm going to offset this line over here, and I'm going to offset this line, because I know that the center point of those circles is 59 up from here. So I'm going to offset this one, 59. My offset distance is 59 now. Offset this. Ooh, I want to be doing this. Mr. Jenkins, why are you messing up? I want to put this in the construction layer. I can turn it off later. Okay. All right, so now I need to offset one more time, and 59 is the offset. So I'm going to offset this line up. Defaulting back to that. It's fine. Okay, so I figured out where the center point of those circles are. So let's do this. Let's make those two circles. So I should be on my visible layer now. Go back to visible layer. And I'm going to make two circles. And I know the radius. And the first one, the inside one, is 27. So I'm going to go here, radius of 27. Okay. And I got to do another one whose radius is 44. See, it takes me right to the edge, just like it's supposed to. It's starting to look right now, right? All right. So let's do this next thing here. Let's do the fillets on the outside corners here, the one that says radius of 12. So I'm going to do fillet R of 12, and I'm going to do multiple, right? I'm going to do multiple. This one and that one, this and that, this and that, this and that, this, that, this, that. Just taking care of all of these. All right, so now I got all of those done. All right, let's figure out where these little circles go next, because I want to be able to draw the line that kind of goes over there and do those. So it tells me, this is a little tricky, like you got to look, you got to start to analyze things, right? It tells me that the distance from here down to here is 62. That means, with the absence of any other information, I'm going to assume that it's 31 up from this horizontal center line and 31 down from that horizontal center line. So let's do this. I'm going to offset this construction line. My distance is going to be 31. I'm going to offset it up. I'm going to offset it down. Okay. Now I want to extend this line over to here and over to here. So I'm going to use the opposite of trim and extend, and I'm going to extend that one and extend that one. Okay. So now this part right here, let's see. I want this line. Ultimately, I'm going to want it to be. In the visible layer. But so you know what? I'm going to trim the parts away that I don't care about anymore. I'm going to trim away this, and this, and this, and this, that, 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 and that. Exit out of that, and now I'm going to make this and this. I'm going to select those two things, hit Enter, and I'm going to make them visible. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Click on this, make them visible. All right, cool. Now, if I want to, I can trim away this part, and I can fillet this corner and this corner, which will allow me to figure out where the center points of these circles are. So I'm going back over to here, and it says that my fillet is 8. So I'm going to do fillet R8. I'm going to do bam, bam. Oop, should have picked multiple. There and there. All right. Now I'm going to make these two four circles, I guess, overall. I guess I can use the mirror tool again. All right. So the first one the inside one has a diameter of 8, radius of 4. Let's do those ones first. I'm using the radius one just because it's already there. And we'll say it's got a radius of 4, and we're going to make another one that's got a wrong, Mr. Jenkins. I clicked on the wrong starting spot. There, radius of 8, and now it's there. All right. You know what? Let's mirror this, because we got to get used to using all the tools, right? So I'm going to hit Mirror tool, mirror, this, Enter. That selects those things, and I got to pick two lines that are going to make my mirror. Pick that, and it makes them there. Do I want to erase my original ones? No, I was never want to erase my original ones. So now I got those two shapes in place. Great. All right. So let's see. What do we want to do? I want to figure out, let's see. Let's start by making these things up the top, these guys up there. So we know that from this horizontal line up 8 millimeters is going to be where the center point is, and over 40. Okay? So let's do this. Let's offset this top line. Let's do this in the construction layer. Okay, let's offset this line. No, we can't do that, can we? Can we come down? Can we come down 8? I think we can come down 8. Yeah, let's just come down. If we know that this circle, do we know that that circle? Tough call, tough call. You know what? Let's do this. We know that from here up, 8 is the center point. So I'm going to do that first. All right. So I'm going to offset a distance of 8. I'm going to offset this one up. Okay. And I'm going to make this a construction line. Okay. Now I'm also going to make a construction line that goes over 40 from that side over here. All right. So I'm going to make a line that is in line with here. Let's see. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to extend this line first. That'll make sure I get the right spot. So I'm going to extend this here. Cool. And this line. I'm going to make a line, a construction line that goes from here over 40. Okay? So that spot right there is going to be where the center point of that circle is. I'm going to go back to my visible layer and make a circle with a radius of, what do we got? Radius of 4. That looks okay. All right. And then I need to make one more that's got a radius of 8. All right, so it almost touches the edge, but not quite. Did I do that right? All right. Now I'm going to make a line, visible line that goes directly from here down here, and another line that goes from here to here, and then I'm going to start to trim some stuff away. Trim. I want to get rid of that part there and that part there. All right. Now I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to mirror it over to that side. How does that work? I'm going to make it 60 over. And actually, I can't mirror it quite yet. No. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and just look at it. I'm going to mirror it down to the bottom first. So I need to select, what am I going to select? I'm going to select this, 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 and that. Enter, mirror it across this line here. What am I doing? Mirror. Click, 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 and enter. And I want to mirror it across here, here. Oh God, all right. Keep hitting the escape button. My bad, people. Okay, so now I got that. Next thing I want to do is I want to take, I gotta offset the center point here. To center point here is 60 millimeters over. So I'm going to take right here, go to my center point, make a new construction line, and I'm going to go from here over 60, and that's my new center point. And I'm going to copy now. I'm going to copy. Actually, I can copy a whole bunch of stuff, can't I? I'm going to copy that, 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 that. I also am just going to copy these guys down here, because why not? Hit enter to select all of those. Now it's going to ask me where I want to pick them up. I'm going to pick them up right here, and I'm going to move them to wherever the end point was, right here. Okay. Cool. All right, so now all of that is done. What do I have left to do? All I have left to do, just so we can just like look at it real quick. Let me just turn off the construction layers just so I can see what it looks like. Does it look good? It does. It looks pretty good. The only thing I have left to do right now is to make this little box, which is 32 by 38. So over here on the side, I'm going to make a new little, visible layer. Let me go back to the visible layer, make a rectangle, click anywhere. Then I'm going to make it 38 wide, 38 by 32. Cool. This box, I'm going to pick it up and move it so I can place it over there. And I'm going to place it. Where am I going to want to pick it up? I'm going to pick it up. It's a tricky question. I'm going to need another construction line, I think. All right, so from here down is a distance of 9. So I'm going to need to offset. I need to offset. Oh, let me go back. Back on. I'm going to need to offset a distance of 9. I'm going to do this one coming down. Let's make that construction line. Okay, that'll allow me to set the center point on that line. All right, that seems okay. That seems like I should be able to do it. All right, so now I'm going to move. So I'm going to click on my move tool, pick that thing, enter. Where do I want to pick it up? I want to pick it up right by the center point here. So I'm going to click here and move it so that it's right there. Great. Did I do it? I think I just put it in the wrong spot. Just clicked it a little too. Let me move it. Attach. And I'm going to want to pick it up right there. There. Okay. And zoom out. All right, now I think I just need to trim away a couple of extra things. Trim here, trim here, trim here, trim here. All right, people. So I think that's it. Now, I would go ahead and dimension this, and you might find, as I have often done when I've dimensioned things, I found that I've done something a little off. And so if you find that you've done something a little off, like I'm not entirely sure that this part right up in here is right. And so you might find that there's something you need to adjust. Go ahead and adjust it. You can always move things, extend lines, trim things, make additional construction lines, however you want to do it. It's your drawing. It's your world. Make it the way you want it to be. All right, make it right, and then save it as first name underscore last name underscore drawing number 9, and then submit it. All right, good luck, everyone. Have a great day.